Hi, Aletha here with Create Your Future. Thank you for joining me. I am looking forward to this time together. If this video does resonate with you, then please like it and share it and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment. I love to read your comments and I enjoy answering them, and it's a real good way for us to connect, and I like that. And remember that Create Your Future is giving away a free course, How to Find Your Blocks to Manifest Anything Fast. And all of my courses are on sale right now for $50 each. And I do one-on-one coaching, so we could work on whatever it is your heart's desiring and do it in a very specific way. Okay, so I'm going to answer this question, and it goes like this. I'm going to read it to you. Would like you to do a video of how to recover my healthy, slim, completely fit, perfect feminine, hourglass young body or figure. And how to have a flawless complexion and skin without wrinkles, etc. And how to have a perfect core, legs, bust, etc. Yes, all of my appearance attributes and also well-being. Other things that I would like you to address are wealthy lifestyle, happiness, joy, energy, or being energetic, and being disciplined. So now let me just say this about discipline. Discipline is a choice. And it's an intention. I am disciplined. That's all you gotta say. And you keep saying it, I am disciplined. Same way with happy, I am happy. And you keep saying it until eventually one day you're gonna feel happy. Till eventually one day with the discipline, you're gonna notice you're being disciplined. You keep intending it, and you will start to, it'll push out of you, and you'll start to see you being disciplined reflected back to you. Now onto the question itself. It comes, everything, including what I just said, falls under the umbrella of the law of assumption, and assuming that I already am the thing my heart desires. If I have something right now that I desire to be, and I have a desire, we know it already exists in a parallel reality. Well, how do you get to that parallel reality? You have to shift to it. How do you shift? You shift by placing your attention on it and thinking about it only, and letting everything else go that isn't what you want. And so I move into a state of consciousness that says that's who I am. All right, so now what do? You look in the mirror and you see the 3D, which is again a reflection of your past thoughts. It's not what you want it to be. Fine. You don't give it your attention. You don't get angry or upset or feel sad. No, you're seeing the figure in the of your body in the mirror, but mentally, in your mind's eye, you are seeing the vision that you have for your body. Your body must comply to your thoughts, to your vision. It has to. Everything must conform to you in your quantum bubble reality. And so your body will comply. And as you develop the ability to stay in that assumption that I have this beautiful body and this perfect complexion, and I'm healthy, and I have the figure of a 20-year-old and the health of a 20-year-old, and I feel energetic, and I'm disciplined, and I'm happy, and I have a beautiful, wealthy lifestyle. All of those things, all of that, you live from that state of consciousness that that's who I am. And when you do that in the now moment, over and over and over, meaning when I say over and over, I'm not saying meaning that you're doing robotic intentions. I'm talking about living as you walk through your 3D, over and over, staying in the state of consciousness that says I am the vision, even though the vision hasn't shown up yet. I am internally the vision. So when I look in the mirror, I'm not seeing the 3D body. I'm seeing the body that's my vision, the young, youthful, energetic, healthy body. That's what I'm seeing. That's what my attention is focused on, not what's showing up in the mirror, because again, that is your 3D, which is a reflection of your past thoughts, and it's non-existent. It's wasting your time, and what you think in the moment is what becomes your next 3D reality. What you're dominantly thinking about on a consistent basis becomes your reality. So if you look in the mirror and you're discouraged with what you see, and you keep focusing on that, you're gonna get more of that. But if you look in the mirror and you kind of, block that out, because what you're seeing in your mind, you can look in the mirror and see your actual image, but have the internal image be stronger and more dominant. I do it all the time. You can do that. It's possible. And something else you can do that really helps is use your imagination. do an imaginal scene where you decide what it is from the end of already having. What's your imaginal scene going to be? And you do it from the end of already having it. It could be someone congratulating you, or multiple people congratulating you on how great you look, how young you look, how you change. I mean, your age has decreased 20 years. You know, whatever it is you want, and they're congratulating you, and you're feeling all the joy of that. You could do that, or you could see yourself looking in a mirror, and it is the image that you want it to be, and you're so excited and happy about that. So, and there's multiple other ones you can do it, and also there's lots of things you can do, other scenes you can do where you're simply in that body. Wherever you go, whatever you're doing, you're in that body. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you're not only in that body, but you have that wealth, you have the discipline, you have the health, you have the energy, the happiness. That's you, one complete beautiful picture of you. That's your vision. And so all of your imaginal scenes can be you, being you, the division that you want it to be. So use your imagination. How we're going to do that? We're going to lie down. We're going to make sure we're free of all distractions, and our cell phones are either turned off, whatever, not going to ring or get a text in the moment and while you're doing this. And then you move yourself into a drowsy state. And you can simply do that by saying, I feel so sleepy, I feel so tired, oh, I feel so drowsy. And you just say that over and over. And after a while, you'll start to feel that. And you can play soft music too, that helps. Music always helps. And then once you're in that state of feeling drowsy, then you start to do your imaginal scene, and you see somebody coming up to you and congratulating you. Maybe you go to a class reunion and you're the youngest person there because you look the youngest. You may be the same age chronologically as everybody else, but you look 20 years younger. You look 30 years younger, and they're all congratulating you. And you feel so wonderful because you achieved it. This is who I am. I am so beautiful, and everyone's telling you that. Not just so you can see that. And then, or you can add in there your lifestyle, whatever it is that you want, and keep it short. Like, don't get all strung out. It can be 5 to 7 seconds long, okay? And then you just loop that over and over and over until it feels very natural, and you feel the feeling. You see, your thought is the energy. It is the information going out into the universe, and the feeling is the magnet that pulls it back to you. So you need them together. And when you're doing the imaginal scene, that's what's happening naturally. You don't even have to think about it, because when you're imagining someone telling you how young and beautiful you look, you start to feel the feeling of joy and gratitude that I look so young and beautiful. They said it, it's real, it's true, I am. And you live from that. You do that over and over, and then when you get up from your imaginal scene, you keep that feeling going. And how do you do that? You're going to live from the end of already having it. You live in a state of consciousness that says, this is who I am, and you deny anything other than that. So as you're going through your 3D reality, you're denying what you look like in the mirror today, because what you're seeing is what's in your mind. And you live from in your mind. Neville Goddard tells the story of his mentor, Abdullah, telling him to walk down the streets of New York City and seeing the streets, obviously, and the crowds and the people, but in his mind, he's actually walking down the streets of Barbados, because that's where he wanted to go, and he didn't have money for the passage there. Then he was in the process of manifesting that money, and it did show up. But what did he do? As he wanted to stay in the state of being in Barbados, so as he walked down the streets of New York City, in his mind, he was walking down the streets of Barbados. As you walk through your 3D in your mind, and you're walking through your 3D in your current situation with your current body, but in your mind, you're walking through your 3D in the body of your vision, the young, youthful, sexy body that's in your mind, that vision. And it has to come from within first. That's how it works. And so remember too that the real true reality is what you're thinking internally, and that's what's going to manifest externally. So when you are imagining that you have it now internally, and you're feeling that feeling, and you're assuming that you already are the thing that your heart desired, then you are living in the now. You are living in the true reality. The 3D is not real. It's not real. And we're so used to thinking it is, and we're reacting to it, but it's not. It's a reflection. what is real is what you're thinking and feeling. So you're always with your specific person. As long as you're with them inside of you, it's real. No matter what's going on in the 3D. You're always the vision of your body that you want. As long as you see that internally, that's the true reality. Doesn't matter what the external world is showing you. And so what we do is we deny the external world and we say, this is who I am now. I am whatever I'm conscious of being. And whatever I'm conscious of being is pushed out of me and then reflected back. And as I give it my feeling and stay in that state of consciousness over and over again, if I have to bring myself back, that's okay. Keep doing it. And you'll know the moment you slipped out. Like you can ask yourself, who am I being right now? Well, you'll know, because your emotions are a product of your thoughts. And if your thoughts are not in alignment with what it is you're desiring, then you know that you have slipped out of being that version of you that has the beautiful, sexy body or the SP or whatever it is. You have to pull yourself back and say, no, I am this now. That doesn't exist anymore. I am this now. And you live from that. Because you see, the 3D, no, not the 3D, but the subconscious mind does not discern for you if it's good or bad. It takes whatever you give it. So if you are constantly getting caught up in the 3D and feeling sad about something or unhappy about something or resentful or hurt, and you're living in that state of consciousness, your subconscious mind takes that, and that's who you are, and it pushes it out, and then it's reflected back, and you get more and more of what you don't want, and then you wonder why your intentions aren't working. Well, they aren't working because you're not living from the end of having internally the thing your heart desires. Whatever you're thinking in the moment is going to push out of you and then be reflected back. Especially your most dominant thoughts that you are thinking in the moment are going to push out of you and then be reflected back. So if you're repeatedly thinking the negative stuff, then it's going to manifest more of that stuff that you don't want. But if you're repeatedly thinking the positive stuff with the good feelings and knowing that I have this beautiful, wonderful, sexy body and feeling the feelings of that, then that pushes out and it will be reflected back. So that can be your next 3D reality. When you stay in the, if you recognize that the 3D is not real, it is a reflection of your past thoughts, and that in the moment you get to create your next 3D reality, and you keep it in the vision of what your heart's desiring, feeling it, assuming that it's yours now, then you know with confidence, there's no questioning, no doubts, no wondering. You know with confidence that whatever you're thinking right now in this moment, and you're dominantly doing it over and over repeatedly, it's going to push out and then be reflected back. You can know that with certainty. It's yours. And so now, if you're thinking in the moment dominantly about being the woman with that beautiful body, or the woman with her special person right by their side, whatever it is that you're thinking, and you dominantly are thinking that and assuming that's who you are, and you have it now, and you feel the feelings of whatever that is, then it has to be pushed out. It's going to be your next 3D reality. You can know that with certainty. It's the way it works. It's the law. And there's no need to ask, well, I don't know if I'm doing it right. As long as you're thinking what you want to be in the moment all the time, then it's it. You got it. You slip up, you bring yourself right back. You don't beat yourself up. You don't quit. You don't go on a negative binge. No, you come back to living from the end of having whatever it is your heart's desiring, assuming it's yours now, feeling all those feelings, knowing that doing that will cause it to manifest. If you have any questions about any of this, you're welcome to schedule an appointment with me, and I will help you, and we can work together on your specifics. Thank you for watching. Blessings.